It's that time again.
Watch out!
Here it comes.
Watch out!
Here it comes.
Watch out!
Welcome to the COURTSIDE Podcast. I'm your host, Wayno, and with me, the People's Champ, Vince. Welcome back to the show.
Oh, Wayne, it's good to be back with you.
Episode 300, and of course, we're joined by the third co-host, Stu Benson.
Gentlemen, how are we? Marvellous.
I'm 300 excited.
300 big ones.
300 episodes. Wow.
Stu's been here for 290 of them, so well done, Stu. Thanks, guys.
Just riding on your coattails,
I have two sort of emotions with this show. One is I was excited to actually do the 300th episode, but also I'm kind of excited to get it out of the way as well because there's so much NBA happening and it's going to be great to get back to the regular scheduled programming. But, man, 300 episodes...
Well, that's okay. We'll just wrap it up now. We'll see you guys for 301 next week.
That was our 22nd show. So, episode 300, we thought we'd do something a little different. I mean, we've done commercials in the past. We've done live shows. We've done tribute shows. So we thought this show, I mean, look, off-air, egos can sometimes get in the way. So we thought we'd sort it out. And 300th episode, we would launch into our Hoops Buff trivia show. Look,
Do you call him Vince Buff?
maybe. So we want you guys, the fans, let us know if you want to be a part of this. We've got some slots still open. We'll be competing for the title belt.
That better be an actual belt. Are you going to get a belt made up?
There is a belt. There is a belt.
Right.
So
where'd you get the belt from?
it's being made. It's being made. Okay. It's by the time we hit the championship bout, it should be ready to go. So
How much did you pay for this belt?
no, I'm not going to go into details. I'm not getting into details.
Well, text me.
I'll text you later.
You should have asked me. You know, I'm a wrestling nut.
I know you are. Vince, how are you feeling? How are you feeling about tonight's matchup against you?
Oh, I've been training, saying my prayers, eating my vitamins.
Well known for your facts on random players, Vince.
Look, it's been a while. And as you know, I've gone back to school, so one of my tiny brain is filled up with schoolwork. So I'll try and remember the Bart Kofods and Ridge Kings, all those kind of.
Stu, you're known as the numbers guy on the show. Stu, how are you feeling today's matchup heading in?
I'll tell you, if there are numbers thrown out there, if we're talking jersey throwbacks and things like that, I think I'll be okay. I'm a late 80s adopter of the NBA, so anything 80s and 90s is going to be my thing. Anything before that, I mean, you know, Germano grew up in the 60s, so, yeah. His NBA knowledge is going to be, you know, when he's going to be able to tell you how heavy Wilt Chamberlain was when he was a rookie. I don't know that. We went to school with Lindsay Gay. So anyway, we'll see how it goes.
Look, I should explain the rules before we head in. And, of course, I'll post these up on the Facebook page, all caps courtside, for you guys to follow along at home. So basically, it works like this. 3 rounds. 5 random questions in round 1, each worth 1 point. We move on to round 2, which is a spin of the wheel. 2 points each. Now, it's important in round 2 and especially round 3 that you don't jump in with the answers if they're wrong, because the opposing player can jump in and steal the question and steal the points.
Right. So you're gonna read the question out, and if we jump in before you've finished and we're wrong, you keep reading the question?
Yeah.
Right.
So you got to wait till the end. Now, you get 1 free spin. You spin in round 2 or you spin in round 3 and you don't like the topic, you can elect to use your free spin. You don't have to use it. I'm just saying it's there, but you only get 1.
Before we start, I'm just a bit concerned about your wheel.
What's wrong with the wheel?
Well, I did see a snapshot of it being spun, and I'm just worried it's going to seize up because it looks as tight as a nun's nasty when it goes round.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Did you WD-40 that thing?
He's lubed it up.
I actually had to tape it down to a placemat because my first spin, I was doing that little
I bet you say
sample.
that to all the boys.
Yeah. Only on Tuesdays. I mean, well, sorry. No, I had to tape it down because I spun it and it spun off the table. It was like, yes.
Oh, my God.
Good practice run. Good practice.
All right, let's go.
Well, how it's going to work is I'm going to get you guys to choose 5 numbers from 1 to 25. These become your questions in the categories. You cannot choose the same number. Vince, we might start with you. 5 numbers, my friend.
All right, let's go with number 2, just because of Lonzo Ball.
2.
Let's go with 10.
10.
Hey, hang on. Shouldn't we go one at a time? What if he chooses 5 in a row?
You're not the
and
quiz
then-
master.
What, I'm left? With what's left?
We can handle that. Well, you've done 2, Vince. Let's jump to you, Stu. You get 2.
This is all mind games. I'm psyching you out. This is all part of my ploy.
Yeah, I'm severely stressed.
Stu, your numbers.
Yeah, you've got that cool old school head, remember? We know when you were born.
That's right.
All right, so I'm going to go number 8 and number 24.
8, 24. Vince, back to you.
I'm going to go 23.
23. Stu, back to you.
And
21.
Vince, back to you.
I'm going to go for Ron Harper, number 9.
Nice. That rounds out your 5. And Stu, your last number.
Ooh, all right. My last number's strategic. It's got to be good. It's going to be number... Oh, decisions. Is 5 gone? Did 5 go?
5 is not gone.
I'm taking 5.
Number 5 rounds out your numbers. Well, as they say, let's get ready to rumble! Yes, round 1, Hoops Buff Trivia, the Germano versus the Benson. Loving this.
You know what it is, Wayno? It's the People's Champ. It's blue collar versus billionaire Benson, white collar, silver spoon in his mouth, all that shit.
Shots fired.
That's why the people are with me. That's why they're on my side, rooting for me.
Shots fired. All right, well, look, Vince, you've got a lot to say, so let's see if you can back it up. I'm going to ask you your first 5 questions.
Oh.
And actually, you both owe me one more number. I've only got 4 down.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
I only counted 4. The numbers, man, I had you pinned.
Damn. All right, Vince.
4.
Number 4. Stu.
Number 1 with the bullet.
All righty.
I've got number 1. I took number 1.
No, you've got 2, 10, 23, 9, and 4.
I do too, sorry.
Our first round begins now. Vince, you'll be asked your first 5 questions, all random. Now, I must point out to you both that the questions across 1 to 25 are quite speckled, so some are harder than others. This all comes down to luck of the number that you picked, basically.
All right.
Okay, mate.
So, Vince, your first question. In 1991, which Sacramento Kings player missed 2 games after developing tendonitis in his right wrist and forearm from playing too much Nintendo Game Boy?
God. 1991. I'm going to just say Lionel Simmons.
Correct.
Yes.
His,
You've got to be shitting me.
his rookie year. I tell you, this is Vince's... Vince gets those old school random players. It's his strength. He's playing to
Oh, man.
You're on the board, 1 point. Let's move to your second question now. Which NBA player did Kelly Olynyk's dad cut from the national team when they were 16 years old?
I don't know. Is he currently in the NBA now?
I can't answer that.
He's just buying time so he can Google it.
Do you want me to repeat the question?
Why not? I'm not Googling, I swear to God.
Okay. Which NBA player did Kelly Olynyk's dad cut from the national team when they were 16 years old?
Okay, there you Linux Canadian.
5, 4, 3,
Oh,
2,
no idea.
1.
No idea, sorry. DeRozan? I don't know.
Are you going to tell us the answers?
No.
Oh,
The next question. During the early 2000s and Portland's Jailblazers run, who did Zach Randolph punch in the face during a practice, leaving a black eye?
I think that was Ruben Patterson.
Correct. 2 points. You're off to a flying start, Vince. We move now to your fourth question. According to Dennis Rodman, how many times has he broken his penis?
Twice.
The answer we're looking for was 3 times.
Oh, damn it. I've read his books too.
yeah, so hang on. So you are going to tell us the answer?
Oh, sorry.
Come on, mate.
I couldn't help it. Okay.
3 times. 3 times.
Just want to talk about cock.
And your final question for the first round. Which NBA player had to retire after falling asleep with an ice pack on his knee?
Oh, wow. I do vaguely remember something like that. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to say it's an older player. I'm going to say someone like Jeff Ruland.
Incorrect. The answer we're looking for was B.J. Tyler from the Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh, I wouldn't have got that.
He fell asleep with an ice pack on his knee and it stuffed all his nerves.
Damn. That's how I'm
Wow.
Nasty. So at the end of the first round, we have Vince on 2 points. Stu, we're going to move into your first round questions now. Your first question. Your first question. What does the OJ stand for in OJ Mayo's name?
Oh. I have absolutely no idea.
Ovington
James.
J. Anthony. Ovington J. Anthony. It's a toughie, that one. It's a
Yeah.
toughie.
Okay. Off to a good start. Awesome.
Your next question. In 2009, Gilbert Arenas was charged with gun possession and suspended by the NBA. Who was the other player involved in the incident?
That was Javaris Crittenton.
And you're on the board.
Who's now in jail?
He's now serving time. Your next question. Which player forced the NBA to outlaw players wearing headbands with the logo featured upside down?
Ooh, okay. Upside down. Was it Darius Miles?
Incorrect. The answer we were looking for was Rajon Rondo.
Wow, okay.
2 questions left in the first round.
All right.
In 1988, former player coach Pat Riley officially trademarked what word?
Three-peat.
Correct.
Right.
Paid $30,000 in royalties after the Bulls run in the 90s. Crazy.
Bargain. Pat Riley is the man.
Scores tied, gentlemen. Scores tied. Stu, with this right answer, you can take a commanding lead by 1 point.
A commanding 1 point lead, yeah.
Your number was number 1. The question is, the lead designer for NBA Jam, Mark Tamel, hated the Chicago Bulls so much he put a cheat code into the game that did what?
Oh, I know this one.
He hated the Bulls so much he put a code in?
He put a cheat code into NBA Jam to make the game
Couldn't I
do
get
what?
this one? Why couldn't I get this question? I know this one.
Wow, you know this one, Vince.
Yeah. I'll swap it.
All right, I'll take one of your points, and
I'll swap you a wrong
3,
answer to this one.
2...
they couldn't get on fire.
Ooh, incorrect.
That
Incorrect.
was very close. That was close, Stu.
Do you want to answer it, Stu?
On the right
Vince?
track. It was to do with the Pistons. He was a Pistons fan, hated the Bulls. And it wasn't so you couldn't beat the Pistons. I think it was you couldn't hit a game-winning shot on them.
Couldn't hit any game-winning shots.
That's right.
Not just against Pistons, any.
Yep.
Oh wow! Okay, so you could win games, but if it was a game-winning shot, it would not go in.
That's right.
Wow, that is some Chicago hatred from a nerdy game coder. I love it.
That's it. Well, end of the first round, we're tied 2 apiece. Close game, guys. Very close. Vince, you showed some random player knowledge there early on. Fell apart with BJ Tyler. Stu?
Oh, come on, mate.
Still, I thought you would have known that. I thought you would have known the BJ Tyler one for sure.
I remembered the story. I just couldn't remember who it was. I know who BJ Tyler is.
Look, I'm underwhelmed. I'm not used to shooting 40% from the field. This is an improvement for Vince, so he's doing all right.
I'm surprised you can even... I eat pressure for breakfast.
Fuck, you must eat a lot of it.
Have you seen my arms?
God damn.
He's on
All
a
right.
high-pressure diet. Fuck me.
Let's recap now, guys. Each question you get right, 2 points are awarded. You can, of course, now steal on the wrong answer, so I'll cross you. So if I say it's wrong, just wait and I'll bring you in.
Question.
Yes.
If these are worth 2 points, are they harder questions or are they just...
I think they're harder. That first round is more random questions, so this will depend. This will just depend on your knowledge. I mean, we move now to the wheel, and the wheel is broken up into the segregated parts. So I'll just recap what's on the board for those home listening that don't have a visual on the board. We have the following topics: players, the Courtside Podcast, rookies, sneakers, hoops films, all-stars, teams, nicknames, and we have a special one on the board. It's next spin. You get a +1 on every right answer.
I do not want sneakers, I can tell you that much.
All right, gentlemen. I think, Vince, you're first. We're going to go with the spin. Your category.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is not a soundbite. That is a wheel.
Your category, nicknames.
Okay, that's not bad.
You want to keep it? Or you want to use
Why
your
not?
spin? All right.
No, I'll keep it.
Okay. Your first question. Played for the Pistons, Heat, Raptors, Bulls, and Lakers. Who is the Spider?
John Sally would be the Spider.
2 points. Easy one. That's a layup for you. Good category. Good category.
Yeah, well, I'll put it, yeah. Nice little nifty layup.
Your next question. Your next question.
Mm-hmm.
Purvis Ellison was known as Never Nervous Purvis during his college days. What was he known as during his NBA career?
He was known as Out of Service Purvis.
Another 2 points for Germano. He's cooking right now. He's got a shooting streak on.
Wait, so we get all our questions from the one category?
Yes.
Wow, all
Pressure.
right.
Pressure. Your next question. Name the player known as the Vanilla Gorilla.
The Vanilla Gorilla. That is one I've not heard of. I'm going to go just out there, Jack Sigma.
Incorrect. We now go to Stu. Stu, you can steal this. Do you want me to repeat the question?
No, I got it. I just have no idea. I can't even think of an era where somebody would get away with that. You couldn't say that these days.
Vanilla Gorilla.
The Vanilla Gorilla.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't know in mind, but...
What about,
In 5, 4, 3, 2,
Ronnie Cycling.
1. Incorrect. Chris Biller.
Who?
Chris Biller?
Yeah. Vanilla
John
Gorilla.
Chris Biller.
Yeah.
I've never heard him called that.
I've never heard him called... I've heard him called Ghostface Chris Biller, but not.
We move now to the next question.
Wow.
Vince.
Yes, I'm here.
He had all his college points with the Florida Gators nulled because he was taking payments from the coaches and snorting cocaine.
Oh my God.
Who is Mad Max?
Vernon Maxwell?
2 points.
I did not know that about him. Wow.
Yeah.
Not surprised, but wow.
You're doing well. You're doing around 5 points so far. 6 points, sorry, so far in this round. Your final question. Name the player Dwight Howard gave the nickname the Crib Midget.
The who midget?
The Crib Midget.
The crib midget. Oh, I'm just going to say Jameer Nelson because I have no idea.
Correct. Takes a wild swing and nails it. 2 points.
All right. I'm happy with that.
Vince has taken the commanding lead.
I'm like Ric Flair, baby. Masturbate twice a day and have had sex with 10,000 women.
Wowzers. Too much information.
Yeah, that was interesting. Let's go.
All right, here comes the spin. Your topic, All-Star. Do you want to keep it or use your spin?
I'll keep it. Let's see how we go.
Okay.
You can feel the tension. You can cut it with a knife.
Cut it with a bandsaw.
You just don't know what to expect, right? I wanted nicknames. When I saw the board, when you sent us that message, I was like, yeah, I want nicknames. So let's go with All-Star.
Your first question. The record for most All-Star MVPs is 4 and is held by Kobe Bryant and which other player?
Why don't I know this? Trying to think of who I can imagine hoisting it up, holding it up.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm going to say Jordan, but I'm not confident.
Vince.
Yeah.
Your chance to steal, Vince.
I'm not confident either. I'm going to go for Allen Iverson.
Incorrect. The answer we're looking for was Bob Cousy.
Oh, wow.
The coup.
The Coups.
Okay.
Who's still ticking along, by the way.
Is he alive? Shit. All right. Your next question, Stu.
Yeah.
Still a better shooter than Benson.
In which year did the players raise $500,000 for the Sega Strong Foundation?
When did he die?
You're a horrible man.
15.
Incorrect.
Damn, it was only going to be one of the two. Oh,
Vince,
steal away.
your chance to steal.
Could you repeat the question, please?
The question is, in which year did the players raise $500,000 for the Sega Strong Foundation?
2016.
Incorrect.
It couldn't have been. What? Wasn't this year he died? No,
It was 2016.
Oh, it was. Oh, I knew it was either before or after.
Vince,
Sorry, was that correct then?
yeah, that was correct.
Yeah.
Why'd you say no?
I was just shit-stirring you.
Yeah,
The steal.
you're trying to be a professional game show host?
Tony Barber disapproves.
Take this shit seriously.
Stu, still in this. Still plenty of questions to make this up.
Ooh, I don't know. That's a good lead.
What was the first NBA All-Star Weekend not held in the US?
Toronto?
Correct. 2 points. Your next question. Name the youngest NBA All-Star.
Kobe Bryant.
Correct. Back into it. 2 questions straight off the bat.
All right.
Your final question for the second round. The first NBA All-Star Weekend was held in 1951. Where was it held?
Jesus.
Ooh. 1951. Philadelphia.
Incorrect. Vince, your chance to steal.
I'm going to say I'm not confident at all. St. Louis?
Boston Garden. Boston Garden was the answer we're looking for.
Damn, that's going to be my second. Bugger.
That's the end of the second round. Let's do a quick recap.
Wow.
Vince, the commanding lead. Doubling Stu's score right now. You're sitting on 12 points. Stu, 6 points. Still plenty of time in this. Still plenty of time. We move to our final round. Another spin, gentlemen.
I'm nervous. I don't know about you guys, but I'm nervous.
This is only 3 rounds. Okay, all right, well.
3 rounds.
I'm nervous about Wayne's hosting, but anyway.
How dare you? Your category, rookies.
Okay. Yeah.
Gonna keep it?
Yeah, because I'm scared I'll get sneakers.
All right. Your first question.
Mm-hmm.
In 1988, the Toronto Raptors exchanged their pick with the Golden State Warriors for the rights to Vince Carter. Name the player the Warriors received in return.
So, Warriors traded Carter to
Do you want me to repeat it?
Toronto.
I'll repeat
There
it.
you go.
In 1988, the Toronto Raptors exchanged their pick with the Golden State Warriors for the rights to Vince Carter. Name the player the Warriors received in return.
I am not confident at all on this, but I think it was Anton Jameson.
Correct.
Whew.
3 points. Next question. David Robertson was drafted in 1987 but did not debut until 1989. Why?
Because he had to keep up his commitments because he went to Navy. He couldn't leave. He had to keep his naval commitments. Some shit like that.
I'll accept it. Fulfilled his Navy obligations before signing with the Spurs.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
when you spun the wheel before this category, did it land on fucking easy questions?
Hey, it's just, he picked the numbers, not me.
Fucking hell.
Your next question. In the 1993 NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons had back-to-back picks, the 10th and 11th. They took Lindsey Hunter with the pick 10. Who did they draft with the 11th pick?
I'm going to say Allen Houston.
Correct. He's building. All right. Second last question of the round.
Christ.
Oh, it's not like you knew that answer, Benson. Come on.
God, I was ready to steal.
The Cleveland Cavaliers have had the number one pick 6 times. Name 3 of them.
Oh, wow.
I'm hanging
Anthony
up.
Bennett,
Yep.
LeBron James,
Yep.
and
5,
Andrew Wiggins.
4. Correct. 3 points. Your final question.
You never know.
Which rookie was an all-star but did not go on to win Rookie of the Year?
Which rookie was an all-star but didn't win? Holy shit.
5, 4, 3,
I have no idea,
2.
mate. I have
One.
no idea.
Stu, your chance to steal.
Okay, which rookie was an all-star but didn't win Rookie of the Year?
Yep.
I think I'm thinking too modern.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your answer?
Nah, got nothing.
Dikembe Mutombo.
Oh, wow. Yep.
LJ,
Yeah, right.
LJ won the award, but Mutombo was all-star.
Yeah.
Yep.
Woo!
Nice. That was a good question. I like that one.
It was good.
I thought you would know that one, actually.
No, I don't know why I didn't know that. But,
All right.
got me there, Chief.
A big 12 points that round for you, Vince. You're taking a sizable lead in this series.
That's unbeatable.
That's not necessarily unbeatable. Possibly unbeatable. Let's play for pride. Stu, here's your spin. Oh, that was a weak spin. Let me spin that again.
Fuck.
Your category is players.
Ooh. Nice.
Keep or you want to respin?
What are the other categories left? Or what are the other categories again?
Well, podcast, rookies, sneakers, film, all-star, teams, nicknames, a +1 every right answer spin, and then back to players.
Oh, let's just keep it where it is.
Players. Okay. Your first question. Over his career, Michael Jordan wore 3 jersey numbers. Can you name them?
12, 23, and was it 40? Mental blank.
Oh, incorrect. Vince, you can steal.
45.
45.
12.
Yeah.
Correct. 3 points, Vince.
45. Yeah.
Your next question, Stu. Michael Jordan had a stint with a minor league baseball team after his first retirement. What was that team?
Jeez, not a basketball question, is it? Really, technically. Okay.
Do you want me to repeat it?
Not a fan of baseball at all, so I'm going to not answer the baseball question on the basketball podcast. I'm going to say no, thanks. No idea.
Vince, we cross to you. Do you want me to repeat it?
I think it was the Birmingham Barons.
Well done on answering the baseball question, Vince.
Well, if you're a Michael Jordan fan, you should know it.
Your next question, Stu.
What sport's it about?
Oh, someone's poopy.
What are the scars on Kwame Brown's forearms from? This is a fucking tough question.
Oh, my
What are the scars? I told you the question's range. Just depends on what number you picked. What are the scars on Kwame Brown's forearms for? It's a little dark. It's a little dark, this answer.
No idea. No idea.
Vince, chance to steal.
I have no idea, but I'll say he tried. He was harming himself or something.
No.
Well, because his career was so shit.
Close. There are cigarette burns from his abusive father.
Oh wow, his father should be. Hopefully, he's died a painful death.
Now, when I read that, and decided to put out the question, there were plenty of. It was from Michael Jordan, from his playing days in Washington. But yeah, a little too soon. Okay, still soon. Let's move on to your next question.
Wow, that was dark.
Yeah.
Stu, second last question.
Yeah. Can I have something like, why did the Admiral not start in the NBA? Can I have something like that? Like, why did the Admiral not play in the NBA? Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, the marks on Kwame Brown's forearms. Jesus. This is a stitch up. Listeners, stitch up.
Your next question. In 2000, Paul Pierce was stabbed 11 times on the face, neck, and back. How many games did he play that season?
That's harsh. That's hard, that one.
That's not harsh. Everyone knows that.
16.
Vince, your chance to steal.
Yeah, look, I have no idea. I'm just going to say 60.
Incorrect. All 82 games he played.
Wow. I nearly said that too. God damn.
It's nearly over, Stu. Last question, Stu. Last question. What player had his championship ring modified to fit his middle finger?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No clue. I'll say Dennis Rodman because it seems like something that he would do, but I imagine it's going to be somebody with multiple rings. I'll stick with Dennis.
Vince, your chance to steal.
I think that was Andrew Bogut.
Incorrect. The correct answer we're looking for was Rasheed Wallace.
Okay.
Well,
Well, going to be
actually-
somebody.
You're on the same
Actually,
wavelength. You nearly had it.
Bogut did the same thing.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. He did the same thing. He
That's
did it to
awesome.
the middle. He did it for the middle finger to stick it up. All the people said he would make it.
That's awesome.
And your winner in a landslide, 30-6, Vince, the People Champ, Germano.
I just want to say, saying the prayers, taking the vitamins, training hard, all paid off. And the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Vince, you go ahead now and wait for your next challenger. Stu, let's cross to you, Stu. Tough match. Are you feeling a little... I got the vibe you felt you were being a little bit slighted.
That that will be my last time playing Hoops Buff Trivia. That was ridiculous.
Dude, I answered some of the questions you got wrong, didn't I?
I think you had 4 skills.
Yeah.
Your knowledge is like your knees, mate. It's falling apart. Oh, sorry. Your knowledge is like Wayne's shoes falling apart.
No, bad categories. I was sitting on the other end of the line ready to jump in with yours, but luck of the draw, luck of the wheel. The wheel's a great idea. Yeah, let's keep that up.
I loved it. I loved it, Wayne. It was a great segment.
You did.
Vince, you dominated the rounds, Vince. Only that first round that Stu gave you any sort of trouble, the 2 apiece. Big 13 round with a few steals that push you out to 18 points that third round. Are you sending a message to your next challenger? Do you want to say any words to whoever may come up against you next?
Look, just be ready for the 80s and 90s questions. That's my thing. It's what I do. It's what I love. It's what I know. 80s, 90s, man. I still dress like I'm in the 80s. So, my domain. So be ready. Brush up. Don't worry about the modern stuff because I don't care about that. I'll beat you on the 80s alone. But yeah, you know what? Lionel Simmons, he was one of my favourite players.
I was surprised you got that, actually. I didn't know that till I read it, so yeah.
Yeah, love Lionel Simmons.
No, it's good. It's good. You guys are having a good time. It's good.
Well, let's move away from the game. This was, of course, our 300th episode. So many contributors over the years. So many fans to thank. Do you guys have any special shout-outs you want to give out right now?
Yeah, there's been guys who've been with us from the start. I'm talking Phil Brown, Cameron Greinke.
Greinke! He loves
Canberra's own Dan May, Craig Walton. Who else is out there? I'm just forgetting people. Stu Benson, he was there.
Of course.
Back when he was just a millionaire. Who else? Joey Washington from... I'm just excited from winning. Timberwolves Explosions.
Joey!
I'm forgetting people, but...
Big Kalen.
Big Kalen Woods.
Big Kalen Woods. How could I forget Kalen Woods? Legend.
There's so many,
so many.
Stu, any
Luke
shout-outs? Luke Williams.
Luke Williams, legend. Oh, Brenton Cunningham. How do we forget Brenton Cunningham?
Hey, he is the show.
He
Tanae?
Coke fiend.
Stu, any shout-outs?
Yeah, no, I'll echo all of that. All the OGs that have been down from day one, and the guys that we caught up with at the 100th live, and everybody that regularly contributes. I mean, we've been there from the highs of the highs to the lows of the lows, which is tonight and the quiz. It's been a roller coaster, and if this is the bottom, then it's only up from here, guys.
And if Nick Youngford's listening, you're still a flog.
And
you'll always be a flog, and you'll always be a virgin. So.
We still have a milk carton out on Kamal Hilton. Anyone seen him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I looked him up the other day, actually.
Any sign?
He is off all social media.
He disappeared, man.
And he's working for a newspaper. So,
wow.
Yeah, right.
I kind of feel like that's gone backwards. Just saying.
I don't think he's doing well for himself.
That's great.
Could be worse. Could be working for Target. So, you know.
I was waiting for that.
I just want to give a bit, also chime in, obviously, on the back end of you guys as well. Of course, everyone who makes the Facebook page, All Caps Courtside, possible. The group's fantastic. I really like the dynamic we have there. I like the fact we can all get in there, have some fun, talk some rubbish, and then talk some hoops as well. It's been great, and the show is what it is today because of everyone's involvement, so I really appreciate that. For all the new listeners out there to the Courtside Podcast, if you head down to the page, CRTSDE.podbean.com, you'll find links to, of course, the show, the iTunes links, the Podbean links. You'll find links to the Facebook page where we make it happen every week. You'll also find links to our Season Pass. Our Season Pass gives you extra access to even more courtside content. And, man, the new season's been fantastic this year. I've enjoyed a lot. Got so much to talk about. So make sure you're signed up to the Season Passes because Our regular shows, as you know, is a season pass only access, so you won't want to miss any of that. We have our regular Brain Fart Awards and our regular Jersey Worthy Awards, plus a whole lot more. We cover 2 teams from the East, 2 teams from the West, plus our premium shows as well. Ooh, I also want to thank Vince, Stu, the co-host.
Well,
take a bow, guys. Take a bow.
No. We should be thanking you because me and Benson do nothing, really. We turn up.
It's true. We don't.
We turn up. We have no notes. We're unprepared. Sometimes we're a little bit drunk, piddly.
A little?
More often than not. Let's be honest.
But Wayne puts in he does so much prep, and it still makes me laugh when I saw a picture of his notes. They had brackets next to a sentence to remind himself to laugh. That was absolutely hilarious.
You know what is funny about that? Because I sent you guys a little quick video of the wheel, and what I put that down, but I put that down next to my notes, but then had to reshoot the video because I thought back to that. You give me so much shit about a cue to laugh that I had to redo it. So it still haunts me to today. Thanks, Vince.
So, yeah, without Wayno, this show doesn't happen. So, well done, Wayno, on 300 shows. And please buy a season pass because Wayno puts in a lot of his own money, and that's why he hasn't bought a hairpiece yet.
Damn it, we almost went a whole show without you saying something about my stupid head.
No. So it's all for production. So yeah, help a bald brother out.
Yeah. You don't get quality like this without paying for it.
Hey, these Uno spin boards aren't cheap, you know.
Blue collar one today, people. Blue collar, not these.
Yeah. You and your dirty fingernails, you've done it.
Yeah, damn straight.
So again, guys, for all the new listeners or all our faithful listeners for over the years, a big thank you from all 3 of us. The 300 episode was actually our springboard into our new trivia show that we're doing.
It's really good.
So it's going to be a lot of fun, and yes, there's a championship belt up for grabs. So
it's good for me.
Here's what I'm thinking with the belt. Say you win it all. I think if you're entering and you win, you have to agree to come back and defend the belt.
I'll defend it. No worries. Can I put in a request for belt design, please?
Oh, sure.
I would like the 1986 WWF Hulk Hogan belt, one he wore when he defeated Andre the Giant.
Oh. Do you want to organise the belt?
Well, how much you got to spend?
Till next week when I get paid.
Here it comes.
Watch out!
Here it comes.
Watch out!
Ball.